camera is so fuzzy. Hopefully that's better. Early in the day, let's see who gonna pop on. Just for questions. It's just for questions. Q&A. I don't have my mic hooked up, so sorry for those that's here and I don't have my mic hooked up. I gotta find my receiver. What's up, Marius? Trill Wireless. Top of the evening to you, sir. This is live for me to answer any questions, as y'all can see in the comment box, not comment box, but in the title. I think it's going for you up there in North Louisiana. Mr. Marius. I had some things that had slowed me down with the mobile homes, but things coming back around pretty soon, brother. Been looking at getting more land. Pop any questions you got over there in the side box related to surplus funds. I will answer side questions, depending on what it is. I don't want to get too deep into another topic, but I will answer side questions. Anything you got, Mr. Trill Wireless? Word. Land in Florida definitely popping. Florida market going through a little hit right now in regards to their houses. You selling land for residential, mobile homes, or single families, or a little bit of both, or you have no clue? Well, you know what it's zoned for. Gotcha. So more than okay. So are these undeveloped, or are they already developed? Because I see a lot of people use that term infill lots, and I'm not sure if that means developed or not. Trill. I'm in Houston area. Have to work surplus funds in the Houston market. So I definitely suggest people start in their backyard. What's up with you, Shagna? Was it Shagna Battle? Shagna? What's happening? This is Q&A, quick Q&A. I normally don't do them these early, but I'm here. Yeah, you can definitely start in your backyard in Houston. I had one of my students did the deal in Houston last year. That was my only deal. I think that's the only deal I've ever done in Texas. Maybe one more, I can't remember. But yeah, I definitely understand the Texas market. Yeah, most of them need to be clearing. Oh, okay, cool. I'm doing good, man. Shagna just came here to add some value to your life. Any questions or concerns y'all got going on with y'all business? Are you making calls? Are you not making calls? Are you sending mail? Are you not sending mail? What you got going on? Somebody tell me something. My bad. I feel like it's gonna fall over. Oh, there we are. Oh, cool. Yeah. What you got going? Tell me something. What do you all need to work with that hard is in the way? Work on surplus funds, claimants in Texas. That's depending on what type of funds you're working, but the basic stuff you want to get is a limited power of attorney and general agreement outlining how much you're going to get and what it looks like in regards to the process. From there, you may have to get a motion to withdraw funds from the actual courts. So they may have it in that county to download. If you work in tax overages, if you work in mortgage overages, I can't remember if they're judicial or non-judicial. But if it's non-judicial, you got to find the trustees. If it's judicial, you got to go through the courts. So that's pretty much how it works in good old Texas. I'm about to dive in heavy with surplus doing direct mail. Mainly, I've been getting a lot of deals in Florida, but they've been small, but it's not saturated. Yeah, I like not saturated. That's why I get busy with the I hope I answered your question, by the way. Shagna. Uh that's why I get busy with the adjudicated property here in Louisiana because it's not that saturated. I mean, it's got to the point now where they just start putting adjudicated property on the sheriff sale site. So granted, it's in the adjudicated situation because they don't have I'm sorry, they didn't pay their taxes or they didn't pay code enforcement, or maybe it's a combination of both. So they use Civic Source to third party those properties out as a company. Civic Source lists all those properties, have their own auction procedure, so forth and so on. But it's so many of them piling up, Civic Source not selling them. Now they're sending them to the sheriff auction. When they get to the sheriff auction, they fall under a whole new set of laws because that's a foreclosure sale. If it's in a sheriff sale, then the overage is collectible. At Civic Source, you can't collect more than what they're asking because it's just they only want like 5 bands, and if it would ever go over, it goes directly back to the city or the state. That's how I work when taxes are involved in Louisiana. But that's why I play in that field because I play by myself for the most part. Shane, I'm working tax overages. Yeah, you did. Thank you. Surplus, yo, what's happening, Surplus? Mr. Surplus, how you doing? This is answer all or answer question and answer. I'm sorry. This is a question and answer for surplus funds. So anything you got, anything you want to know, anything holding you up. I want to know who making calls. CB was good. I should knew that was you, Mr. Surplus. How do I get rich? You already know where the Maryland of money lead to. The Maryland of money gonna lead to it's gonna lead to the good old note buying or creating these notes, Charlie. I'm actually in the process of buying a lot of land. That's what I'm loading up for. I want to buy a lot of land just to start putting these mobile homes on them and creating these 15, 20-year notes. So that's the plan, my man. I think I got a client just sent me a message. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, any questions? Anybody got more questions? Surplus funds related. Or anything real estate, but specifically I like surplus funds. Anybody? CB, what you got going? Anybody out there making phone calls for surplus funds? You still making calls in the business, CB? Any calls you're making in the business? Mail you're sending? List you're working? This is actually one of my locators calling now. You know what? I might as well have you guys privy to it since you're here. That's what live is all about, right? Hey, what's up, Trace?
Hey, did you call me yesterday?
Yeah, I actually did call you. I had pocket dialed you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had pocket dialed you.
I've been needing to call you back and check on that. I was just calling you back.
Oh no, you're fine. No, it's fine. I wanted to tell you I was gonna start back calling those nursing homes later this evening for about an hour, but I narrowed it down. It's only about maybe 15 in that area.
15?
Yeah, about 15 in that particular zip code.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully one of those will come through.
Because that is what the neighbor said, right? The neighbor said she's in a nursing
Mm-hmm.
home near Turo,
Or some kind of assisted
living spot.
but it have to be pretty like very assisted.
Oh, because she
Yeah,
has dementia.
I would say I don't know if assisted living would be enough for that situation. Yeah, I would think you're right. I would think it'd be a nursing home.
Oh, okay. It could be one or the other. They have really like nice assisted living homes. You spend a lot of money for it.
For someone that has dementia, that would need like a lot of serious care. And some assisted living places will only, do so much.
This is true.
Because, they're not really, some of them, I know I've had experience with one, and then the woman, my, a family member, when she got to the point where she was kind of really needing more care, they called and they were like, we can't.
Oh, I finally that makes sense.
Yeah, we can't,
They're not necessarily set up to deal with that type of illness or those type of illnesses.
Because it's like assisted living, I think, this is just from what I've noticed, and different facilities could be different, but for this one, it was like they could do, if the person could pretty much, do their own thing, and then, they have their meals and everything, but like if they were at a point where they just, their cognition was not that good, there's nothing really they could do. But, so yeah, I would try the nursing homes first. I think you're right on.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna call all the nursing homes and I'll let you know what I get.
Okay, cool, awesome.
Yep. So I'll reach out to you this evening.
All right, I'll send you the PO box that I had for
the guy in Metairie.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, send me the PO box and his name.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Bye.
So that's one of the locators I work with. They help me find people in the business. Some of these people are really hard to find, especially when I'm working. But that's why I love working it. Again, it's just another barrier that keeps all the competition out. You said Lamarius, you said I'm about to make some calls in a few minutes. Mail in the county with the FOIA request has been game changer. Open up all markets. Yeah, open up a whole lot of markets, man. You gotta know you playing at which state, but that FOIA request, if you know how to use it, it'll open up a whole lot for you. Places like Texas with Shagna working, she don't have to use FOIA requests because most of those lists you can download. Are you still doing your 50-50-50 program? Yes, Brandon, I am still doing the program. The link should be in the description of this live for you to schedule a consultancy call. If you'd like to schedule something faster, you can reach out to me on my Facebook page. We can go from there. But yes, the 50-50-50 program is definitely going well. I actually had a student not closed, but she got her first deal signed this morning about 9:30. Shout outs to her. She got a deal signed in Louisiana. I think it was like 29 grand. So yeah. What market you in, Brandon? Perfect. I'll be calling you ASAP and scheduling myself. Sure. What market you in? Here I have 500,000 claim. 500. Wait, a $500,000 claim. I need help finding the person I have the trust. $500,000 claim. Are we friends on Facebook, Shagna? Are we FB buddies? I'm gonna show you my I'm in ATL. I already attend tax sales. I watched this lady home have 5K in taxes go for auction at 142K. I thought of you right away. That's funny. Yeah, that's you need to find them. How long ago did you see that, Brandon? I'd like to know how long ago you saw that. We should be, are you on Facebook, Shaggy? And we should be Facebook friends. Let me show you my Facebook page. Let me send this message. Wait. Bam, this is me. So you'll see this picture, bam. There you go. Probably not gonna be able to see it. It's not gonna work. It's terrible. Maybe you can, but you'll see a picture of a little baby. I think I got the link in the description though. You can look for Dexter Brown. I watched the last 3 or 4 homes go this way. The 6th of the month. So if you already going there, you kind of got a leg up on most people that's in the business because those lists have to be generated, but you saw it happen in person. So if you like to schedule a call, Brandon, we can hop on. Like I said, send me a message on Facebook. The link in the description. If you'd like to do that, just let me know. And possibly you can get in the 50-50 program and we figure it out together. But that's definitely a leg up that you have. Definitely a leg up. Can't. Wait. What you can't do, Shay? Facebook? You don't have a Facebook page? If not, it's fine. Will it be? What's happening, bro? What happens if the county puts the overage check in your company's name and the client's name? Is that when? I'm sorry if I'm like not reading it right. They got this hard in the way. I wish I knew how to move this. I don't know how to move this. Really sucks. But I just do this and just bam. Just anyway. Client's name, is that when having an attorney comes into play? So look me up on Facebook, Shagna, Dexter Brown. Send me a friend request and a message. It'll go to my message request, but I'll check them. So yeah, having an attorney in that case is nice. So this is a tax overage. This is a tax overage that you and I'm talking to Willie. This is a tax overage that you got. And you don't have an attorney, and the courts release the check in your name and the client's name. So I don't know how far this client is from you or what's your access to them. I'm sure you can get an attorney to maybe close this deal for you, being that both of y'all names are on the check. I just want to have an attorney like tax me anything crazy. I don't know how much the check is. Well, we'll just say the check $50,000. I wouldn't pay more than probably $2,000 of that $50,000. So if it was $1,000, like maybe I give them. I mean, like if your check was 10 bands, maybe I give them 500. It's kind of what I'm at because they're literally just facilitating the deal. Or you could actually go and get. I got you, Brandon. Or you can actually go and get a link up with your client, add them to your account. Once you add them to your account, you can go then deposit the check, give them theirs. Out of that, kick them out of your account, and you go on with life. So that's a fix to what you got going on, I think. I'm going to send you a friend request too soon. Cool. Thanks, bro. Appreciate everything you do. My pleasure, Mr. Willie. My pleasure. That's how I would handle that. I've had to go to the bank with clients in the beginning when I was kind of teeter-tottering with different attorneys. And I got to do it. I've had clients, like, I take them to the bank because the courts will give the check in their name. And I take them to the bank and they deposit the check right there. Get my cash, pay me in cash right there, and we're done. I drop them back off at home because I always have them ride with me. I kind of have it set up like a chauffeur service, like just part of the services. Hey, we come pick you up. You don't have to worry about driving, bad traffic, blah, blah, blah. Whatever I can come up with. I don't know why I didn't start drinking so much cranberry juice. Any questions that y'all got? Anybody else? So somebody said that they was calling. For the people calling, how big is the list that you are calling? Interested in knowing that. How big is the list? Are you calling a list of 50 people, 100 people, 150 people, 200 people? How big is that list? I really, really hate this camera. I feel like it just won't focus. Oh, is that focus? It was a little focus. Okay. Yeah, how long were you guys calling? Oh yeah, bro. I keep it. I try to keep it as transparent as possible because it's too much nuance to this business to kind of bunch it up all in one and say, hey, this is how you're gonna do this here. Once you understand, this is how I kind of sum it up. Once you understand how non-judicial works and judicial works, and you've done some tax overage deals and some mortgage overage deals, now you're gonna understand the lay of the land a lot better when you decide to go to other markets. Other than that, I think the best market to learn in is your backyard, whether it's judicial or non-judicial. I learned judicial first, then I did non-judicial. So, I mean, it was a lot easier for me to do judicial. I live in a judicial state. City I live in is pretty big, like 400,000 people, so it works. Why not? And I deal with the courts, so I know how to deal with the courts. Time we got. Any more questions before we wrap this one up? I got a CRM with over 1,000. Oh, Shagna. What market you working, Shagna? Or what state you working, rather? 1,000 is a lot of leads, depending on how you got them. And I say that because you can download leads and you can build your own leads, get your own FOIA requests, depending on where you're working, depending on what you're working. Man, they got surplus funds. What's your feeling on it being saturated at this time? Nah, it's not saturated. It's not saturated at all. This is not wholesaling, and not to downplay wholesaling. You do the same stuff you you deal with kind of the same stuff you deal with wholesaling. You got certain liens and this and that can throw your deal off, right? Well, you deal with that in surplus funds as well. The difference with surplus funds is it's a different barrier when you're telling someone that they have money owed to them, or funds or valuables or assets owed to them. That's a whole nother hurdle of credibility to jump over. Everybody's not gonna dive into this business. I don't care how many courses that you buy. I don't care who you buy a course from. I would assume that some people close deals, maybe 1 or 2 deals from the course. Some people never close a deal. Some people never even open the course. That's why I don't sell my course. My course is free. However, I do have the 50-50-50 partnership where I actually hold people's hand, because I wholeheartedly believe this business is so nuanced that one hurdle will throw off everything. And it's like, man, I did so much to try to get one deal. I don't want to do this anymore. A lot of people run into that. So no, I don't think it's saturated. I'm definitely motivated and ready to link with you because I'm already going to judicial and non-judicial sales. Been to 2 now so far. Be great to build some funds and be able to use for any tax sales. That's real, B. You can definitely do that, B. That's a bar. Yeah, man. That's real. Like this business is way too nuanced for it to be saturated. You're gonna have a couple of people that build their business big enough to really make some noise. You might have, in my humble opinion, you might have outside of the hedge funds, because hedge funds do get busy in this business. Places like Texas, hedge funds work Texas. Um, it's just a quiet thing that they do. Um, this business won't be saturated. I think it's about 2,000, probably 2,000 businesses, 2,500 in America that are solid, everyday running, uh, you know, 10 or more employees, researchers, developers, not developers, researchers, cold calling team or some type of mailing going on. They have a marketing budget, probably minimum $5,000 a month. So that's there's so much nuance to building a solid business, and you have the same thing with wholesaling. Like you're gonna have a marketing budget. It's just your marketing budget is a little bit different than surplus funds because you're giving something away. I also would love to know how you best research liens and or non-judicial sales to know what you'd be responsible for after the redemption period. So the way you're going to search liens is you're going to look for a mortgage certificate, or I think they may call it a tax certificate in the case of a tax overage. But that's going to name all of the liens and judgments that that person had. That's the simple way to put it. That's if you want to find that document. So let's say you had a case, I would call your local land records in whatever county that case is in and say, hey, I'm trying to get a tax certificate or a mortgage certificate for 123 Main Street from the time of here to here, or give them the case number and they'll be able to look it up. And you want that tax deed or that tax certificate, and it'll tell you who they owe, why they own. It'll give you instrument numbers, and normally those instrument numbers you can go read into a little bit more details about that said lien. So if the lien was put in 2003, it's 2024. That lien can be I'm using the wrong word, but the word I'm gonna say expunged. That's not the word I'm looking for. So yep, that's how I deal with those. Shagna, I need a researcher. Can you point me to one or two, please, and thank you. So what I did with my researchers was I trained them. What I would do is I would go to one of these virtual assistant groups. I would post the job description saying no experience necessary. If you're looking to do full-time work. Training will be provided. Internet is necessary. And in the future, phone calling, because that's the stuff you need them to do. You'll need them to make certain calls for you, not necessarily cold calls. Like my VAs do not cold call. My VAs, all they do is research and build lists, research and build lists. Only calling they do is to the courts, which is part of the research process to build lists. So that's how mine set up. So if you want to find them, I will go to some virtual assistant group on Facebook, post something that says you don't need much experience, you need somebody with time, internet, decent computer, and abilities to make calls and down the line, which you may even help them provide once you start making money. So that's what I would do as far as getting researchers. Train them up yourself. They got to become little U's. All of my researchers are little me's. As a matter of fact, Charlie Brown has two other researchers that we had for a long time. And yeah, he has two. I was thinking three, but he has two of them. But I have a couple of them right now that I'm working with. So, NT, more pertinent questions. Sorry, guys. I'm actually setting up an appointment. Sorry about that. NT questions that you got. Yep. Answer that. Anything I can answer. This is a Q&A. Q&A, people. Q&A surplus funds. Q&A surplus funds. Q&A surplus funds. We got Trill Wireless. What time do you usually start cold calling? I start at 4 p.m. and wrap it up at 8 p.m. Sometimes 3 p.m. I'll start, depending on how jazzy I'm feeling that day. But 4 to 8, I think, are hot hours. You know, you got people picking your kids up from school, just getting off work, or just walking out the door, sitting in traffic in their car, just walking in the door, just getting, you know, they're a lot more inclined to answer the phone now, fresh off work. They're kind of on the go. They don't know this number. Hey, who is this? Bam, you into it. Between like 6:30 and 8, you're getting a lot of people that's settling, especially around, well, I say 7 and 8. 7 and 8, you're getting a lot of people that's settling in. So you'll get people that's, you know, sitting back on the couch. Maybe you wrap it up at 8:15 if you feel like. Maybe you wrap it up at 8:15 if you feel like. So yeah, that's what time I start. My pleasure, Shagna. Oh, any questions? Any more questions? Questions? I got the answers. If I got the answers, you got the answers. Any questions? Obviously, I'm drinking out my son's Smurf cup. Seems like that's all we got around this house these days. Cartoon cups. Any questions? I didn't plan on being on here super long, guys, but I'm gonna be doing these pop-ups every so often. Try to do them once, maybe twice a week. Just pop up. People that's around is the people that get the value. If you want some questions answered, I'm answering them. I feel like I provide a lot of value to people. I think I save a lot of people money. I can say all of my students make money that actually do what I ask them to do. And I got a couple of students that's coming along. They're about to start making calls this week. They've been going over the script. We're about to do a little training for a day, and they're gonna start making their calls. So what I'll do is, guys, because I am gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna explain how. Look, this here a whole lot of value. Appreciate it, brother. What's the fastest close you on a claim in what county? Fastest one I did was, I think, this county called St. Tammany Parish here in Louisiana. It was like 2 weeks. It's a big check too. I forget how much it was. Not a big check. Yeah, it was pretty big. I mean, it was like 14,000. It's like my part of it, 14, 15 grand. That was like 2 weeks. Actually, I'm lying. I think it was like 4 or 5 days. I dropped it off like on a Wednesday. They called me like that Tuesday. Came to pick the check up, dropped it off in my attorney in his IOTA account. He had the check cut by Friday. I was like, wow, that was like a really quick deal. Depends on what parish you're working in regards to how soon they're gonna get the money out. Shayna, also I'm trying to work a few deals with you. How can you make that happen? How can we make that happen? I'm sorry. You can click on that description in the click on that calendar link, and I think it's the very last one in the description. And you can schedule a time to chat with me, or you can shoot me a message on Facebook, and we'll put a time together there, whichever one works for you. That is how that will work. So what I'm gonna do is we got succession paperwork. Where can I get them from? You're gonna have to get that from an attorney. Succession paperwork, I would suggest you get that from an attorney. You might want to look up small successions while you're at it, or small probate, and understand that law as well. But you could probably download a small probate affidavit or a small succession affidavit. But I'm a succession, you have to deal with an attorney. To my knowledge, you will. that is how that will work. So what I want to do is I want to wrap it up, guys, with explaining how the 50-50-50 program works. So how it works is, guys, we help you build a list. We help you locate the people, or we show you how to locate the people and help you locate them. We help you with the cold call training, the actual talking, the actual communicating, the actual closing the deal. We close about 3-4 deals for you, however many needed, with you on the phone or with you present, some type of way, via Zoom, phone, in person, however it may be. And that's so you can actually learn how to close the deals. So we will 50-50 those deals up until we get to 50,000 for you, 50,000 for us. You'll work with me personally, and I have one other coach that you'll possibly work with from time to time, but majority you'll be working with me. And once we get to $100,000 in deals closed, you take 50, I take 50. If you'd like to keep working together, you move up, work with my coaching structure, and that's a whole nother animal in itself. But that's the synopsis of how the 50-50-50 program works. Anybody that want to schedule something, chop it up with me, like I said, the link is below. I'm a little bit over my time, so I'm going to wrap this up. Let me see, this is another question. Okay, no other question. Cool, I'll wrap it up, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.